give the countdown when you're ready.
Cool, I'll just count down from 5. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, everyone, so this is Super Mario World, and one thing to note right off the bat, I'm playing on the Japanese version because loading times for text boxes are about a third of a second faster, I think, and so that adds up to being about 20 seconds of a difference of playing on the US version. And we don't play on the PAL version because it runs on 50 FPS, which is basically, I don't know, quick math, like 15% slower, I'd say, somewhere around there. So you're losing minutes by playing on the PAL version, so Japanese version is the fastest. And so right here, this level's pretty simple. Just, you don't want to run off ledges because you'll lose speed for a few frames. So yeah, that's definitely the easiest level in the game. In the next level, I'm going to be running on these brown platforms that will push me forward a few pixels, so running on those platforms will be slightly faster, and I can get a 15 out of the in-game timer. Right here, a little trick at the beginning. Pretty simple. The more you play this game, you do that trick in almost every category, because most categories you start by going right. And so, I should also explain what this category is. So, Mario World has about 70-something levels. I don't know the exact number. And, about half those levels have 2 ways to beat them, or 2 exits. So 96 exit is beating all the levels in all the ways possible. So there were a total of 96 exits at the beginning. If you saw on the title screen at all, I'm not sure if it popped up there, but I already had 2 96 files, so there will be a 96 on the title screen when you click all the exits. So just in the first world, there are just a few slight optimizations, especially in Iggy's Castle, but I'm going to play that pretty safe and not go for any crazy crap. Right here, you can throw the shell under you. It's really... I missed it. That's, you have to hold left for 1 to 3 frames, then press right for 1 to 3 frames and throw it. You press right for, depending on how many frames you hold left for. It only saves like a third of a second, so it's not a big deal. Oh, A1 exit, there are a lot of glitch exits you can do. And so once you, basically 100 exits would be A1. That's what it would show on the title screen, because after 9 it's A. Yeah, so I'm just playing this really safe. Don't want to die here. It's a very easy spot to die. I usually do some faster stuff there, but I always play that room safe in marathons. So a little auto-scroller here, just goof off a little bit. So I will be grabbing fire here. It actually doesn't save any time on the Iggy fight, but I can kill more in about 5 seconds faster, because the first 2 fireballs count as 1 stomp on him, and then you can shoot him a number of times to kill him. But 2 fireballs to the body, and then 1 stomp on him to kill him, but I can just kill him a lot simpler too. Okay, so overall, pretty decent World 1. Not bad. Yeah, I think there are a total of like there are a ton of glitch exits you can do. Some of them are really simple, just like there's a glitch called Orb, which is really simple to do, where you can glitch an orb into your item reserve box, and the orb lets you beat the level. And so back door of Bowser and front door of Bowser, you can click that item, and it will be a glitched exit. And so also on the American version, there will be a star next to your 96 file, so it won't go past that. And you'll still get the exits, it's just not showed on the title screen. But in the Japanese version, it does show it. Okay, so this is where the run gets interesting. I'm going to be grabbing probably the most overpowered power-up in any Mario game, which is the cape. Right here, this is basic mechanics. I can just fly right over this. It's pretty simple. You get used to the rhythm of flying. You kind of just have to press left, right as you start diving down a little bit, or dipping down. And so I'm going to try and keep fire through this world. And one thing to notice, so you can fly different speeds, and you can manipulate those speeds by pressing right. So when you're just flying right, it locks in at 1 speed. So I think default speeds for flying are 47, 48, 49, 15, 51. And that's how many subpixels you're moving per frame, and there are a total of 10 subpixels per pixel. So optimal speed to 5.1 pixels per frame. And this game does run on 60 FPS. So like getting 51 speed over 47 speed, and 47 speeds, that's like a 2 or 3 second difference, depending on the level is. I mean, depending on how long the level is. And so basically, the game is just rotating on those different flight speeds until you actually, when you're flying upwards like that. It's kind of confusing, but I don't know. I'm bad at explaining things. So you saw I switched to the P-switch there just so I could kill this fish without having to lose the shell. Also, I went up to the pipes and grabbed the shell because you move about twice as fast when you're holding an item. And going through those drains would lose time. It doesn't lose game time, but it does lose real time. Ah, I messed that up. Okay, so that's just a trick there to fly up a little earlier. No biggie, I can just do that. Loses about 2 seconds. I don't have that in my PB though, so that loses about 2 seconds over my PB. Yeah. So anyways, going up the pipe, it loses time because of pipe transitions, even though it does save game time because the game timer is not running when you're in the pipe. But you can grab the shell there, and it will make up time there. So it is like probably 7 seconds faster. Maybe, probably, yeah, 7 seconds faster, I would say. So we're just hoping to not get hit in this first world, and in every level, unless we deboost, but I don't think we do an intentional deboost. Yeah, I don't think we do an intentional deboost. Or at least where you get hit. There are some deboosts I will do by diving down. Because with Cape, if you dive down into an enemy or something, or not flying into an enemy, if you're diving into an enemy, you will get some iframes, and you'll just lose your flight speed. So right here, I'm not switching to the P-switch, I'm just going to stomp on it right there, because it turns these coin blocks into coins, and I can grab the key. So I tried to keep the shell towards the end, I lost it on that first fish, not a big deal, it's just like a second or two going. So this level, like I was talking about, I'm going to deboost through the boo rings right here. And so the boo rings always copy the same shape that they were left in. So if I leave them in this C shape like that, then they should be in a C shape in the next room. And I can just do this. Easy. Fly up here, grab the P-switch, step on it, fix that door, this is the easiest boss in the game. You can't even get hurt by the boo. It's only these 2 mini boos that will hurt you. This guy doesn't hurt you at all. You just have to chuck 3 of these blocks and get right into him. And he has to be completely faded in. Swag wall jump? No. Okay, so, yeah. So far, so good. Yep, I am on console. Console has no input delay, and it's honestly a lot easier for every game just not having any input delay. I can turn the audio down if you guys are cool with that. I have control over how loud it is, so I can turn it down if needed. Just by a bit. I'm going to scroll left here just so the boo rings spawn a bit quicker. I could still make it through just for safety. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so I accidentally bonked there and didn't make it up through, so we're going to lose a cycle here. That's just a few seconds gone. That's not a big deal at all. That's why I don't like to scroll left there, just because I honestly, I'm not used to having it screen shifted like that, so it throws me off a lot. But I kind of just went through it just to make sure I made the cycle, but I messed up anyways. It's not a big deal. Nah, that's cool, that's fine. I got you. Oh, it was all the way up. Okay. Should be good. So right here, got a kind of fancy start here. I'm gonna jump up here, do a little left right there so we don't bonk, and then we can just fly above some pipes. Yeah, so Cape is abused. It's not even that much faster. Honestly, it's not faster than running unless you get 50 or 51 speed. Like, it's barely faster at all. It just makes levels so much easier than sprinting. Like, if you got 27 speed, or, I mean, not 27, 47 or 48 speed, it would be slower than running. Okay, right here, I'm going to try and go for a fast takeoff. running on these platforms. Kind of sketchy, but pretty easy. Got it first try. As long as you don't like walk off the things. So you see I have slow flight speed here, so I'm going to try and tap right to make it faster. And I think, yep, I did get my flight speed faster. So when you're holding right like that, it will change your flight speed. And it's basically out of your control because it's switching every frame. So it's technically not RNG, but you can't control it. So okay, so in this next level, I'm going to grab Yoshi to do a glitch, not in the castle coming up, but a little after that. So kind of some technical flying right here, just in the second half. Don't want to fly too high. I want to fly low enough to where I can see what's going on, but not too low, so I don't hit one of these enemies. Alright, cool. So here's Yoshi. First time we've seen him in this run. I'm gonna eat this berry here, just so that guy won't throw a hammer that will get in my way. Because when you eat a berry, it freezes Mario for a second, but it doesn't free everything else, so he'll throw a hammer that will just get right in my way if I don't eat that berry. Oh yeah, that's cool. I will turn it down after this level. So this level, definitely most technical level so far. Get flight up here to fly into this pipe. It's a little bonus room, but we're just gonna skip that completely just by entering that pipe. And then this part is pretty self-explanatory. I just need to concentrate. I'm gonna grab this trampoline to do a little skip up here. So this trick's called Morton Fly, because this is Morton's castle and we're flying. Okay. So you can actually throw that on the spikes and land on it. Okay, good. That wasn't bad. It was pretty good. So I'm actually gonna drop cape here, so I kind of grab it in the cutscene. So, because it won't free, like, it's small time saves, because when I'm fading out like that and I grab the cape, it won't actually lose any time, because it won't freeze the game. Is that better? So small little optimizations add up. So I'm going to start explaining the next glitch that's going to happen. So basically, you can duplicate blocks upwards, diagonals, or to the side. So I'm going to try and duplicate a block over a dragon coin, which are those big yellow coins with the Yoshis on them. I'm going to duplicate it over and grab the dragon coin. When the block stops spinning, I need to make sure it stops spinning. And that will make a key block. It will be invisible unless I walk off screen, but I won't walk off screen because I will lose time. Then I can duplicate that to the right, and it will give me wings. And I can grab those and beat the level. There are real wings in the game, but I'm going to create glitched ones right now. Okay. No, not a big deal. I can just grab this. I don't think I've ever done that. So, this is invisible key block. Dang it. That sucks. Okay, so we bopped the key, so we didn't get the glitch, sadly. So we're gonna have to beat this level normally. That's about 30 seconds gone, so I would reset, but this is a no reset. And we'll get some chances later on to see some glitched wings. I'm kind of mad because I practiced that a lot earlier, like probably for a half an hour, and I was really consistent with it, but you know, nerves, whatever. We do have a chance to save like 15 seconds over my PB in the next level. I'll start explaining the next level too. So you can clip inside walls with Yoshi, and then you can float under the level and dismount Yoshi and skip basically the whole level and grab the secret exit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I lost about 40 seconds there. Okay, cool. I'm glad it's working. Yeah, so if I was doing RTAs, I'd reset there. Okay, hopefully I can get this next thing. Basically, Yoshi will like move towards Mario's hitbox, basically, and so you can push Yoshi inside walls. I messed it up. I don't know what kind of subpixel I have. I got knocked out. Okay, so subpixels. I'm not really sure what subpixels are, but depending on which one you have will be what percentage it is for Yoshi to get kicked out. So if I got in first try, when I'm doing the proper subpixel manipulation, it only is like a 25% chance I get kicked out. I'm pretty sure I had a bad subpixel there, so I'm pretty sure there was no way I could actually clip inside the wall. Okay, so we missed both glitches, you know, that's not a big deal. Those are the only two major mistakes we've done so far. I'm gonna go for a trick here to do this red switch palace really fast. Boom. And so you get speed earlier, so that saves a half second, and then you can just fly right here. Ah, I messed it up. Whatever. We got the important part. Okay, yeah, so whenever I miss the clip there, I always go for fast red switch palace, so that only saves like a second. This level, I'm just gonna basically, it's kind of the same theme throughout this whole level. Keep Buzzy Beetles as long as you can because you swim faster holding an item. Okay, so I think I will be able to have speed going off this vine. Yeah, no, I ran off the ledge, dang it. Okay, so throw the Buzzy Beetle up, kill that fish, and then I'm gonna re-hit this Buzzy Beetle with my cape so it doesn't come out of his shell. You don't want him to come out of a shell because then he will kill you and you won't be able to hold him anymore. Let's see if I get a sticky fly. You can, if you press up at the right time, you can stick to the ceiling like that. Boom. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty fancy. This category has so much crazy shit in it. It's crazy. Okay, so jump over these Eries right here and just fly through this room and deboost through some booze at the end and hopefully go through a door. If you're running at full speed, it's a 3-frame window to hit doors. I don't know why they made doors so terrible in this game, but they are the final boss of this game. It's kind of a meme that doors are the final boss. I've lost many runs to running through doors and dying. Or completely missing doors. So you can fly with the P-switch there. It's pretty cool. Cool, I didn't block myself out either, so that was really good Ghost House. If you step on the P-switch before you grab some of those coins, it will basically make a barrier around it, and then that will lose a lot of time. I haven't done that in a while, so I almost did it, though. This level is probably the most technical so far. I'm going to do a lot of crazy flying over lava stuff and bouncing off blargs. It's just... You guys can just watch. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, dang it. So, I was hoping I could keep speed there, but I didn't, so we'll just do this. That happens a good bit, honestly. I wanted to go to the right side of that coin block, but I accidentally went to the left side, and then I was just screwed there. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm going to grab Yoshi here because I'll be able to grab real wings, not glitched wings, in a later level. And that saves about 15 seconds over not having Yoshi. So, he's kind of like in your way, so why not grab him? Oh, crap, that's not good. So what happened there, I despawned the raft I was trying to fly on. And that resulted in me dying, so... Yeah. That hasn't happened in a while. That's not a huge deal, honestly. Just one death. This is one of the hardest levels, honestly, in my opinion. We will be able to grab Cape back pretty soon. We should have grabbed the checkpoint, honestly. I do die there a lot. This is a very tricky level. Okay, give me a Cape. Okay, so I'm going to grab the checkpoint this time. I should have done that, honestly. Now let's not fly too far to the left so we don't despawn the raft. Completely forgot what I was doing for some reason. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to do the first try. Let's go for a 1-frame jump off this P-switch. Yeah. That saves legitimately no time, and if you miss it, it loses a few frames, so that's the definition of swag, basically. Saving or losing time. Okay, so I'm going to wait here just a little bit, because sometimes there are bullet bills that will shoot here. I mean, a bullet bill always shoots, but sometimes if you just run right away, it can shoot you depending on when it fires. So I should be good here to land on this one tile. Boom. It's a lot simpler than it looks, honestly. And I fly up here. Eat the shell. Okay. So we encounter Kamek for the first time, who is the worst person ever, because he will spawn in completely random places, usually right where doors are, where you're flying, and shoot freaking, I don't even know what he shoots, like, just terrible. So I do the left right at the beginning so he won't spawn in front of me. So I have no idea why he spawned in front of me, but you know, I didn't get hit, so I'm fine. As long as you don't get hit through that room, it's a success. Okay, I just went for a little swag wall jump there. Every 16 pixels, or like the top left or right pixel of a tile, if you hit that pixel, you clip in for 1 frame, and if you jump on that frame, you can actually jump off the wall. It's pretty cool. So, good. I'm gonna do the sticky fly glitch again, right there. Kill those dudes. Then I can get speed again and kill those guys, just so I can fly up here a little earlier. Okay, good. So this boss is pretty simple. We just don't want to get terrible spawns. Okay, good spawn. Basically, wherever the fireball isn't is a good place for it to spawn. That was a really scary spawn. Okay. So that was a pretty bad, I mean, it wasn't terrible. We just missed the glitches and died, so just a few things that went really wrong. Overall, it wasn't that terrible, though. Okay, also, one thing to note, if someone donates $10, I will go for a glitch at the end of the game. It's a 2-frame clip you can do. It saves about 13 seconds, and the result of you missing it is you dying. You get crushed. And if someone donates $25, I will go for 2 more clips after that are frame perfect. So if someone donates $20, or 20, I don't know if I said 20 or 25. Let's go with 20. So if someone donates $20, I'll go for the triple clip. If someone donates $10, I'll go for the single clip. So you know, PB is still like possible. So if I'm on a good run, that can easily kill the run. Missing it loses about 30 seconds, and it's a 2-frame window to actually get the clip. And then even after that, it's still difficult to save the cycle in the sandbar. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see later. So if someone donates $10, I will go for that. If someone donates $20, I'll go for the triple, which I've never done in a run. I've done it in practice a few times, never done it in a run, and it's most likely going to result in me dying, but it would look really cool. So yeah, those are kind of like my little incentives, quote unquote. So right here, kind of some sketchy flying. Luckily, if we mess it up, we can just start select since we've already beaten this level once. So we're gonna have to fly up and fly really low, really quickly. Star Wars. This split honestly just has a lot of sketchy flying. Not really difficult, just like sketchy. I have some like little visual cues I use. Okay, fly low, don't fly too low. So that's the secret exit. That will take us down to Soda Lake, which is the worst level in the game. So at the end of this level here, I'm going to do a little left-right just so these torpedo Teds will go to the left. Because if you hesitate for 14 frames, they will go to the left. And the other ones don't really matter if they go to the left, but these last three, I want them to go to the left because they won't block my way with this pipe right here. So yeah, that was a good Soda Lake. Forgot to mention, there are a few pixels under every level actually, but with water levels you can swim under them, so you can actually swim under. It's a pretty big gap actually. Looks a lot harder than it really is. It's super free. Okay, so hardest level in the game coming up here. Got some very technical flying, some very difficult glitches and tricks I'm going to be doing. Not sure if I'll be able to make it. I only get this like 10% of the time. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Ooh, that was scary. Surprised we got that. I also want the mushroom. I want the flower because I'm going to be just making Baby Yoshi into Big Yoshi, and you can do that in many different ways, but the fastest way is to feed him a power-up, and Fire Flower falls a lot faster than Cape, so no point in getting something that loses time. Tried to fly with the key there, messed it up a little bit. So right here, you can fly over or under for the normal exit. It doesn't really matter. I kind of just fly under, which honestly it looks a lot sketchier, but it's really not because there are a lot of enemies up really high when you're flying up. So there are disadvantages and advantages to flying down and above. The disadvantage is just these red blocks. If you accidentally block them, then you're gonna most likely die unless you can save it. And so you see I passed the secret exit. I want to do the normal exit because the secret exit actually advances me. And I'm forced to walk in whatever pathway I unlock, basically. So most of the scenarios I'm doing the normal exit before the secret exit. For Star World 2 and Star World 5, I will do secret before normal. Or no, normal before... Wait, what? I can't speak. Yeah, it's just Star World 2 where I'm doing secret before normal. Which is another little water level. So right here... Just slowing myself down a little bit so it's easier to make it up on these. Okay, nice. So I'm going to try and get some early flight here just by caping and killing this Koopa. You need to jump over it because the platforms, if you just run straight, will fall enough. They'll fall so low you won't be able to make it back on. With Yoshi, though, I think Yoshi is a bigger hitbox or something, so you can just run right across them. But if you don't have Yoshi, then you will die by just running right across them, so that's why we jump and just cape that Koopa. So here, you can have 4 of those yellow turning blocks spinning at once, but I don't know why exactly. We can somehow get 5 spinning, and then this will happen. You'll go right through them. I was really hoping I got the glitch, because if I missed it, it would have been like, what happens, Jackson? Nothing happened. Yeah, at least I got it there, though. It's really finicky and weird. I don't know why it happens, and sometimes it doesn't. You just have to press left at the right time. Okay, we got it there. Nice. And I don't go for it here, because... it doesn't save nearly as much time as the other ones, and a lot of times you can die because sometimes you'll zip so far that you'll actually go off screen and die. It would be like falling in a pit and dying, basically. It's just the screen and scrolling cannot keep up with you, so you go off screen. Okay, so those weren't terrible. I just messed up the second one pretty badly. And so, again, getting normal exit before secret. Boom. Good zips. Good zips. So right here, I'm grabbing the Baby Yoshi at the beginning. I'm trying to not get hit by this fish. There's that one fish low to the ground. That is very annoying. So this is the one level in Star World where I'm getting secret exit first. Just because I'm going to go left and get secret exit in Star World 5. And I want to getting the normal exit will take me left. So it's actually faster to just get the secret exit this time. And secret exit kind of obvious where it is, but not really like a casual play. You grab the key, boom. Easy. And right here. I have certain times I swim so I don't get hit. And so right here, this is where we're going to switch to Big Yoshi. Basically, so that's the reason we kicked the P-switch in Star Wars 3, because that would have given us another cape, because it would have turned the P-switch into a cape, and cape falls a bit slower than fire. So just saving a few seconds there, just by kicking the P-switch out of the way. Some of the easiest time save in the game, honestly. Or at least one of the bigger time saves, because that probably saves like 2-3 seconds just by kicking the P-switch. Grab the red shell there, and fly. It's kind of a sketchy beginning. I actually almost messed it up. I kind of forgot what I was doing for a second. So it runs out, and you can't restun the fire. You can't restun the red shells because you shoot them out and they turn to fire. Okay, that was a good split. Or, yeah. That was a good split. Okay, right here, this is, hopefully we'll get glitched wings this time. Okay. Okay, yep, dupe it over like that. Boom. You didn't see the wings because I was on top of the block when they came out, so you probably saw them for like a frame or two. But yeah, I glitched wings to beat the level, and those were really good wings too, so. I'll take those wings in any run. And these ones, this is that yellow block is a P-switch block, and if we can get this wedged up in there, please go right. Yeah. Oh wait. Go right, please. Okay, cool. So that made a wing factory, so it just spawned a ton of them and duped to the left. So those were okay wings, you know. I usually don't go for those in wings. Just this run, I mean, yeah, you usually don't go for those in wings. I usually don't go for those wings in runs. It's just like this run can't really PB anymore because I'm just so far behind. So I'm just like, why not? We can show all the viewers all the glitches. Yeah. So now we're gonna be grabbing some actual wings. Okay, so here's awesome. We're going to be grabbing this rainbow shell, which basically gives us earthquake power, wings, and if we shoot it out, it'll turn into fire. So it's basically all the powers from all the shells into one. And green shells are just standard shells. You shoot them out, they are shells. They don't do anything. And you can grab fire there. It's a bit faster than doing it in the next level, but it's so sketchy. You need it to do a glitch that saves about 10 seconds called Groovy Boss Kill. Basically, you make a glitch Koopa Kid in Yoshi's mouth and spit it out and fire kill it. It's really complicated and extremely difficult. It only saves about 10 seconds, so definitely not worth it in my level. Or at least where my PB is, I'm nowhere near needing it. So I have a 127 flat, or an hour and 27 minutes. And you really only need it when you get to like low 124 range, high 123 range, and past that. Okay. Accidentally hit an invisible pipe off screen, so that's why I slowed down when I didn't really hit anything. Okay. I'm going to shoot that out to just restun it so it won't despawn in my mouth. That's where I grabbed fire. Hit another invisible pipe. Okay. Fly high up screen here. There's some invisible pipes, you kind of just have to learn where they are. There's one right there above that dude, but I dodged it, so, yeah. Okay, next level is called Mondo. It's an extremely difficult casual level, one of the hardest in the games. Hopefully I can do the setup at the beginning so we can get flight early. Boost there. Boom. There's a faster way where you run right the whole time, but I learned it yesterday. I'm kind of consistent with it, but it's not even worth it. It saves like 3 seconds, and if you mess it up, then you're just screwed. So it's not even worth it, honestly. At least at my level, when you're going for like 123s and 122s maybe. But not really. It's hard. Okay, next two levels are flyovers. I'm going to do a kind of weird setup at the beginning of the next level, just to get flight earlier. You can get flight slightly earlier doing the next level, but it's a good chance you could hit and lose cape by doing it. So not worth it at all, and it only saves like 0.1. Not worth it at all, honestly. So I just don't want to fly too low here to boost through some of these fireballs and some of these enemies. Pretty easy flyover though. If you like saw all the crap that was happening below me, it's a really hard no cape level or a really hard casual level. Okay, and right here. So this is level. So I can actually spin fly here, and as long as I don't hold spin fly, I will never hit that dude. I come like within a few pixels of hitting him, but I don't think I've ever hit him unless I'm holding flight. Okay, so this is just another flyover. There are some invisible blocks off screen, so I just have a visual cue, which is one of those clouds, to know when it's a good and safe time to go up, because I don't want to bonk any of those. Okay, fly up. Fly over these pipes. See, I hit some invisible stuff off screen. I don't know why there's such a bunch of invisible crap. You are super player. So in the US version it says you are a super player, but it's the same. The level's the same amount of tiles. They just don't have the A for some reason. So that was a really, really good special world actually. Just a few seconds off my gold. Okay, so right here, just jump over him or kill him, you know, whatever happens. Fly. You can do a left-right at the beginning, kill that guy, but it's the same thing. It's like it barely saves any time, and there's a chance you'll get hit. So it's like you might get it like 99% of the time, but that one run you throw away because you messed that up, it's just not worth it at all. I mean, I guess if you no-cape the level and didn't die, you wouldn't have thrown it away because you can get cape in a later level. It still loses time, and it barely saves any time doing the left-right at the beginning. It's just like you start flying slightly earlier, which saves a few frames. So, next level, which is Switch Palace, I'm going to do a pipe fly. And just fly across the next room. So basically you just tap fly, and if you enter the pipe quick enough, just fly. Yump. So frame you hit on the hit the switches, you can actually jump off them, and it saves no time. The only other thing that can really happen besides you jumping off them or not jumping off them is if you're flying, you press it too early, so you fly back up. But since I was doing the cape pump fly, I didn't have to worry about that. So that's just a huge meme. So right here, another flyover. This world, or this next split, just has a lot of boring levels, honestly. After Ludwig, though, that's when this really picks up and a lot of cool tricks come in. Yeah, so this like whole world here is honestly just like the calm before the storm. There are some tricks you do, but a lot of these levels are just pretty simple flyovers. So I don't want to go too high there to hit the clouds. I don't want to go too low so I don't hit any enemies. So we did it just fine. Pretty sure we got optimal flight speed also. Also, yes, NES just popped the donation link in the chat. I will go for Sandbar clip, which is a 2-frame clip at the end that saves about 13 seconds, and the result of me missing it is death. So, yeah, if someone donates $10, I will go for that clip. I'm decently consistent at it, but it's harder no cape, honestly. I mean, harder cape. Super free no cape. So if someone donates $10, I will go for that clip where I have a good chance of me dying. So I'm just going to goof off with some crap here. Maybe duplicate some blocks. Why not? Oh, I did not want to do that. Okay, that's not good. I wanted to have... Oh, that sucks. I wanted to have fire there for Ludwig. Actually, we can re-grab it in Vanilla Dome 1 second exit. It's not a big deal. You want to have fire there because you can kill Ludwig faster. So I didn't mean to grab one of those capes. So right here, another pipe fly. I'm going to just do some left-rights to get speed. This one's definitely more involved and complicated than any other pipe fly in the game, though. Boom. And we can just fly here. I'm actually going to lose speed there. Ah, didn't mess it up there. Okay, cool. We're good. Fly up there to get the key in. Another switch palace. This one. Kill this. Get speed. Throw the switch away. Pipe fly. So far, 1 out of 3 jumps. Not doing too good. Not doing too good. This is like you have to do 2 auto-scroller exits here, but they're not really boring auto-scrollers, honestly. They're pretty fun auto-scrollers. I'm not even sure that's a thing. Fun auto-scrollers? What is this? Oh, I tried to kill the bat. Yeah, slopes are pretty broken in this game. Everything's pretty broken in this game, TBH. Okay, now we can just duplicate and not have to worry about re-grabbing a cape, because we already have one. Just want to get that shell out of the way so it doesn't get in my way later. Okay, this one's a bit harder to do just because now there's a green block in the way. It's in a really inconvenient place. Still extremely possible and extremely not super difficult. Okay, cool. Should get this. Now with this one, since we're not getting the key up there, we just fly across this room completely. Now that pipe fly saves time. 1, because we enter the pipe early, we don't have to wait for the platforms to go up so we can jump in the pipe, and you can fly. So I'd say in total 1 pipe fly saves roughly 5 seconds. Okay, now we're going to do in the ghost house normal exit. Boom. Pretty simple. Usually there's this whole shenanigans where you have to like go through a door and hit a P-switch, then go through the door again and climb a vine up there, but if you have cape you can just fly up. When you have P-speed, the screen scrolls with you too. So I'm gonna re-grab fire in this next level and then go for a trick called red block thing. It's kind of hard, but not really. So basically I can just fly off some red blocks and not have to worry about climbing a vine, so that saves a few seconds. I don't even know what to expect here. That's the fire. I want that kinda want that fire. Okay, I'm just gonna go back up here and get speed for simplicity. I could have sworn you could like cape those blocks, but I guess not. Okay, we got red block thing, nice. Easy. Okay, this next level is really hard, so I'm gonna concentrate here. You grab the shell and kill some enemies with it, so. Ah, what? Huh, honestly don't know why we didn't get flight there. I think we pressed left too late, so that's why. But it's not as important to have shell there. It's more important the next exit, so hopefully we will not miss shell. Okay, that guy's kind of scary, because if you get a bad global timer there, then he will kill you or hit you. Okay, let's just get P-speed. Come on. Ah, dang it. That's one of the risks of it, because you have to hold left there or you're not getting regained speed. But if you do it too early, then that can happen. That's not a big deal, though. That's a really tricky level, honestly. It's one of the hardest to do correct. Got some flyovers coming up, so yeah, just gonna chill out here. Don't want to fly too low here because we will hit enemies, and that is bad. Yeah, this one's a bit harder just because you want to try and stay off screen, because if you hit those dolphins, you'll have to swim through the rest of this level, which is a good bit slower. Okay, so we've got a water fortress coming up. This top bridge is just super boring. We've got 2 flyovers, then a water level. That's pretty boring. Got some type swimming there, but it's still pretty boring. Then we've got a 2-minute auto scroller, and then another flyover. Ludwig's Castle is pretty cool, which is the final level on this top bridge area. But other than that, this is just some pretty laid-back levels. Kind of the calm before the storm. Because Force of Illusion, which is coming up after this world. Some pretty crazy tricks in it, including clipping inside walls with Yoshi and swimming under levels, and some more glitched wings, which I'll probably go for. And skipping an entire raft again by flying through fireballs. Or between fireballs, not technically through fireballs. Okay, so you can despawn the Thwomp there by basically caping at the right time. Saves barely any time, but time save is time save, so why not go for it? All you have to do is press Y at the right time. Loses no time attempting it. So, Reznor, quick kill, hopefully. Boom. Depending, you can get really aggressive patterns with him, but that was a pretty passive Reznor. Okay, here comes super long auto scroller. Oh no, we're gonna die. Just kidding. I hate this auto scroller because it's not hard and it's really boring, but it's something you have to concentrate on or you will die. It's just super boring, but it's not like something where you can just completely zone out. Because there's a lot of small platforms you have to jump on. You know, let's get all the dragon coins, why not? Oh my gosh, I almost fell off. Get some 1-ups. Oh, never mind, no 1-ups for me. Sad face. Yeah, so these mushrooms, you don't want to have them go up too high because you won't be able to get back on them. Just gonna do some block duplication. Just because why the hell not? So there's going to be a 1-up block here. We're going to duplicate it to the right and get a vine. Maybe. Ah, no. Duplicating that to the right makes a vine. And I wanted a vine. It's called Vine Swag. It's depressing. Okay, so it speeds up a bit here. You just have to be ready for that. Okay, should be good. Boom. Don't fall in the pit. We're good. One thing, grabbing those bars at the end will give you star points depending on where they are. And so they actually cause a bit of lag. I'm not sure how much time it loses, but you just tried to avoid them. It's probably not a lot. Okay, let's kill that dude. I've never actually gotten hit to doing that. And there's like a shining red Koopa or Super Koopa at the end, and you can just stomp on him and get a cape. So if you ever do get hit, which I've never got hit before doing that, there's illusionally a cape like 10 tiles away. So pretty free. Boom. Just goofing off there a little bit. Okay, I'm going to switch to fire here. You can fly through this level, but it's a lot harder. I'm actually going to scroll left so these fireballs appear earlier, so I have a wider gap to jump under them. I can usually get it without that, but just because I'm in a marathon, you know, why not play it a little safe? No point not. Just going to try and do some quick climbing here. And not go too fast, because sometimes there are some off-screen Koopas that can hit me. Like, okay, good. That was a really good load, this castle. And there's a 10-frame jump you can do there just to land right on them. Okay, not a bad split. Just a reminder about my own little incentive. If someone donates $10, I will go for Sandbar Clip, which is a 2-frame clip, and if you miss it, it results in death. So, if you want to see me die, then donate $10. I don't suck at the clip, but it's still very risky. Okay, so right here, next level, we're going to go for a glitch that saves about 0.5, and basically you can, if a shell or any item actually hits a Yoshi block on the same frame that Mario hits it, it will spawn 2 Yoshis. One will be invisible, and he comes out of his shell really fast. It should be good. Yep, right there. Okay, dang it. I still had flat landing on Yoshi, so it kind of messed me up there a little bit, but we still got it. And so FY1 wings, some more glitch wings. This one, basically, if you have downward momentum on the shell, it has. Well, I'll explain it after. Okay. Nice. So 5 frames it can dupe. 2 of them will be upwards, 2 of them are diagonally, and 1's to the left. You want it to duplicate either diagonally or to the left. And so that's 60% chance of getting that. We got it first try, so nice. Right here, same kind of deal I tried to go for in VD2, except this one saves 20 seconds, so it's a bigger deal, and we have to do it twice. So dismounting to get a good subpixel there. Okay, nice. Got in first try. And we can just swim under the level. Easy. So basically, if Mario moves left enough, Yoshi will, like, get pushed forward when Mario hits his hitbox, and right, if you do it right, he'll clip inside there. And then it's still only a 75% chance that you'll clip in, which, you know, that's good odds. It's not bad odds at all. Taking the secret exit here to get the Switch Palace. I grabbed the turn block, or not the turn block, the throw block, which was that, like, blue block, just because it is 50% faster to swim holding an item. Pipe fly. Yump. 2 out of 4, not bad, not bad. Okay, so we're going to re-grab Yoshi again here, and hopefully get fast Yoshi too. Most people don't go for this. It's pretty free, honestly. I've never, like... You want the shell to go right to kill these enemies too. I don't know why. I need to stop going on Yoshi flying because it slows me down there. So this time I'm getting the secret exit. I'm gonna grab this blue shell just to kill that wiggler. Those guys have really weird hitboxes too. Like if you eat them at full speed, you'll most likely get hit, even though you're on Yoshi, and you'll take damage. Because usually when you're on Yoshi and you run into something, you'll just dismount him and have some iframes, not get hit. So okay, this level's honestly one of the coolest in my opinion. I don't know why. It's probably just because you're in an enclosed area and you're doing some cool deboosting stuff. It's very simple though. This is one of the first levels I learned when I started running this game. And a little skip here, you can actually just fly right over that. That saves probably a good 20 seconds. So I'm gonna get the door. There are two doors here. There's that door, and there's the door all the way over here. I want to get the secret exit because it will take me back in the right direction I want to go. Don't worry, we entered that level because we've already gotten both exits and we don't need anything. So that green block is where if I get hit, I'll go back and get cape there because green blocks have capes. Ah, okay. Dropping Yoshi there. Let's try and get the left clip. Ah, dang it. I hope we have a good subpixel. Yeah, good subpixel. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I got double first try in my PB, but that honestly it doesn't happen too often, so I'll take a first try and a third try. That's not bad at all. So swimming under the level with the key coming up saves about 4 frames of lag. I've asked people who do it, and they're like, oh, I've never messed it up, but it's really sketchy. So just swim above. No, it's only 4 frames. Who cares? And yeah. Easy. So here comes my arch nemesis, the dirty bubble. Okay, we didn't hit him good. That bubble with the bomb in it is, it's called the dirty bubble. And I think you have a 3 or 4 frame window to take off, and taking off before him only saves less than a frame. I don't know why that's such a big meme, but it is. Dang it, okay. I did not want to enter that pipe because I want to get the secret exit after. Just force habit from other categories and stuff. Whatever, that's not a ton of time gone. Yep, same deal. We just enter the first door this time instead of the second. Nice. Okay, another fly over here, but we're going to try and enter a pipe. Enter the, go in the pipe. Don't throw the key in the hole, don't throw the key in the hole, we're good. One time I threw the key into the hole over there and I had to kill myself and I choked a run by doing that. Because you're soft locked in there unless you want to wait for the time to run out. So this trick's called dick butt. It's because the visual cue for jumping looks like a dick butt, apparently. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but that's what it's called. So that's just another trick to get early flight. If you miss it, you can actually... It's a pretty simple backup. You just bounce off Koopa and fly back up and build up speed. The only time I've actually died doing it is when I ran off the second platform, but usually I just jump early. Okay, another little auto-scroller here. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last auto-scroller in the game, though. Or at least in this run, which we do all auto-scrollers. Oh, no, because there's some in Bowser's Castle, but we take back door, so... I think this is the last auto-scroller in the run. That would be a great meme category, all auto-scrollers %. I mean, I guess you'd have to do all wings too, counting glitched wings that take you up to the top area, because those are auto-scrollers. Okay. This room's pretty fun if you get it right, which hopefully I will. You can do some pretty flashy flying here. It's kind of technical, but it's really cool. Okay, I was hoping to bounce. Okay, grab the mushroom, not a big deal. We can regain cape back in the next level pretty simply, so that doesn't lose a ton of time. There are much worse places to lose cape. Glad I didn't die. Yeah, I was hoping to bounce off that second fireball, but I didn't, and so that's why I hit the second one. I usually just like lower myself a little bit to avoid hitting the third fireball there, but I kind of forgot to, so whatever. Okay, there is a roulette block coming up where we can just regain cape pretty simply. Easy. So this time we're going to fly all the way to the end. Yep, so this time we're going to enter the pipe. I did it out of force habit the first time. And we're going to get the secret exit. That will take me to one of the coolest tricks in the whole game. It's called Roar Fly. There's a raft you have to take, and that raft is known as the Rite of Shame. And, you know, we want to skip the Rite of Shame because the Rite of Shame is slow. So we're going to do some fancy maneuvering around fireballs. Hopefully we'll get it first try. I can get it fairly consistently. Shouldn't have too much trouble with it. I have a good visual cue for when to dive, so you'll just watch. I just dive through fireballs basically. It's pretty easy. I'm not like saying that as a joke. It is fairly easy. Easy. You just have to basically have a good visual cue for when to dive and know when to dive up. Okay. I got a bad pattern with that fireball. That Bowser statue runs on a global timer. And I just got a bad pattern. That's the risky part about hitting the P-switch, is sometimes you'll get hit there. Doesn't lose that much time though, because there is a green block right after. Okay, kill them. I have a pretty good setup there for a fire flowerless kill. Okay, so this isn't a terrible run so far, honestly. Okay, we're going to do another pipe fly here. That saves like a second because it will shoot us at 64 flight speed. And so Optimal is 51 by default, but if we get shot out of this pipe, it will shoot us at 61. It would save more, but it only saves about a second just because pipe transitions take time. I messed it up. I forgot I didn't fly. I forgot I like missed the A button. No, I think I tapped it too early and didn't fly. So yeah, usually we'd be going a lot faster than this, but nope. Whatever. Should I do suicide door? I want answers. Also, just a reminder, I know I've said this a few times, just for new people coming in the stream, I will go for Sandbar Clip, which is a 2-frame window, and if I miss it, I will die at the end of the run if someone donates $10. Okay, I hit an invisible pipe off screen. Okay, we're going for suicide door. Actually, no, we had a bad setup there. Yeah, when I was talking about me losing runs because I messed up doors, I was just talking about that door. I never go for it on good runs, anyways. Okay, so this level we're just going to breeze through it as fast as we can. We're actually going to take our time the second way through because we want to get to a room. I kind of messed up there. We want to get to a room that will take us to a cape. So it's getting a backup cape that loses no time at all. And we need to do some... We need to like wait for the timer to get down to a certain time. So it will take us to a certain room. Okay, right here. Fly a little early so we don't get hit by that baseball. Grab the key and jump. Boom. So I want to fly, I want to float actually, and hold right at the beginning. Okay, cool. Kill this dude. Or don't kill him, just cape him. Okay, cool, we didn't bonk. So we should just be able to fly right through. Awesome. That was a really good room one, dude. That was really good. Slide down here. And we're going to get speed this time. Because we can accelerate right and left faster if we have speed. And we just float a little bit, so we don't mess it up. Okay, we're going to try and go for early P speed here. Bouncing off these dudes. And flight. The worst thing that can happen is you run off and die. I don't mess it up too often though, so I'm glad we got it. That was one of the best chocolate secrets of my life. That's what that level is called, by the way. It's called Chocolate Secret. Yeah, now we're going back. We're gonna, take a break from speedrunning. Kind of rebelling here. Gonna grab some coins. Because coins are cool and coins are slow. Feeling a little more rebellious. Just grab some more coins. Just more coins. Doesn't actually lose any time because in the second room, the timer needs to be at least at a 49 to take us to the room we need. Okay, so I am gonna go for another pipe fly here. So wait for this to get to 54. Worst thing that can happen there is you accidentally entered the pipe too early. Okay, nice, we got it. That's the hard part at the beginning. We should get the room I want. Yep, we want this one where we don't have to press left, right. We got bonus stars. Lag stars, actually. This level, we're going to do a kind of tricky setup at the beginning. This just makes getting over the pipe so much easier. We're gonna have to try and fly over some pipes. I can show off the other setup, I guess. It's just if I mess it up, it's gonna lose a lot of time. I got blocked. Ooh, okay, boom. Good backup, good backup. I get blocked there a lot, honestly. I need to find a better strat to not get blocked. I don't want to dive, because if I hit the bottom of the thing, then I'll just fall down and die. Okay, I'll show off the other way to do this, because now I feel safer, like insert select. So a lot of people just fly off from the beginning, and there's another way to do this, which just looks so much harder. But it does put you automatically off screen when you get it, but the setup is a lot harder. So the setup I do just makes the gap to get over that slightly bigger. You can fly over the gold tape, by the way. Hardest level in the game coming up. I'm going to scroll left here to manipulate the pencils so they don't get in my way. And I just got to concentrate. Wait there a little bit, do the little left right so I get good patterns. Ah, no. Dang it. Got blocked there. It sucks. I'm going to grab this backup cape because this level's really cool if you do it right, but I usually don't do it right. It's a difficult level. No matter how hard I practice, I can never seem to get it in runs. I got it in my PB first try, or I got it perfectly in my PB. This second room's really free though. It looks cool. D-boost there, fall off the block, and fly. Easy. No, reservoir number 3. Okay, one of the most fun and coolest levels in my opinion coming up here. Just some fun flying. It's not very hard either. I don't think I've ever lost any major run to it. It's just a cool, fun level. Fly through this little gap. Fly down. Keep speed, jump off there and fly. It's a really cool level, honestly. It's a lot of just fun flying. It's one of my favorite levels. So we're gonna grab Yoshi here to grab vanilla wings. And when I say vanilla, I mean not glitched wings that are actually in the game. Just deboosted those guys. Simplest strat there. You can do it without deboosting, but it also depends on the direction the other guy goes, and it's no thank you. It's too complicated and too inconsistent. Okay, we tried to get early flight there. That saves like a second or two, but we missed it, so whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dropping some frames right now. That's my bad. My internet's crapping out. I just dropped like 700 frames. Nothing super exciting going on in that level though, so you guys didn't miss anything really. This level is pretty crazy. So, crusher skip, here we go. Deboost, boom, right under that crusher. So, as long as you get at least 47 speed, you'll always make it under there. Unless you bounce off the saw, then you'll die. Okay, grab the gold tape just because it's a marathon. Okay, nice. We did bonk at the beginning, but it's not a big deal, honestly. It's easier to bonk, actually. It's just slightly slower. Okay, windy. Ah, we stepped on the wrong one. Their feet shoot out the bottom for a few frames, and so if you see that, sometimes it'll be right, and but it throws you off sometimes too. Okay, that would have been a gold if we just did Chocolate Fortress well. That was really good. Yeah, I just dropped like 700 frames. I hadn't dropped that many frames in a long time. So my internet probably just crapped out for a sec. Should be good now though. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, last reminder. So if someone donates $10, I will go for a 2-frame trick at the end of the run. And if I don't get that trick, then I'll die, basically. The trick saves about 30 seconds. It involves me clipping inside the ground. It's a really cool trick and a very scary trick. Okay, that's whatever. I can say the time I get on my splits anyways. They would be off by a few seconds anyway, since you like start 2.2 seconds after one player, after you click start on one player. So I'll just say what my time on my splits is. Okay, I want to try and despawn a boo ring coming up here. I think I got a good setup for it. I don't know. It saves a few seconds if you can despawn it. You can swim through it. It's just so hard. It's so freaking risky. Okay, yeah, I definitely didn't get it now. So I scrolled right there anyways. Scrolling right makes it despawn a bit more consistent. It's really easy without Yoshi, but it's a lot harder with Yoshi. Yeah, so swimming, I don't swim when I'm going up because he'll fall back down and then you're kind of screwed there. But if he falls back down to that little one cut hole, you're going down there anyway, so it's not a big deal. So I just want to try and kill some enemies here to reduce lag. Oh, okay, that works. I don't think we actually reduced any lag, we probably just caused more lag. Okay, here comes the orb. Oh, we despawned one of those guys too. Orb. So yeah, that's orb, and it's a weird ending to a weird level. And you can actually, there are multiple places in the game. Tubular and Yoshi's Island 1 are the first two places that come to my mind. Maybe the only two, where you can actually glitch that item to your item reserve box and use it to beat any level. But it's not allowed in 96 solely for entertainment. Because if you're just skipping every level, like collecting the item and going back to the same level to do the same glitch, it's a really boring category to watch and a really boring category to run. So they banned it just for entertainment value, which I think is a really good decision. Because Mario World would not be fun if every category allowed orb. It's allowed an 11 exit, no cape, and a lot of meme categories allowed it too, or extra categories. Okay, kind of a cool level there. Just some fun flying. Yeah, it's a big meme where people just go orb when you collect it. I don't know why people do it. Okay, kind of some tricky flying in this first room. Okay, good. That's the hard part, landing there. The rest of it's easy. So this is why we took Yoshi, basically. Grab wings. You'll need them in VOB 4 to grab a secret exit, and it's faster to just keep Yoshi through it all, and because you won't have to re-grab it, so that saves a bit of time. So I'm going to go for a door fly here, which is basically pipe fly, but with a door. And this is a lot like Roy Fly, if you saw what I did. It's that same kind of theme, I guess, but it only saves 2 seconds. We got it, nice. Enter the door. Sexy slide, question mark. Yeah, sexy slide. That trick's called sexy slide, and it is pretty hot. It's the weirdest sentence I've probably ever said. Okay, so we're not going to go for pipe fly second try. There is a pipe fly strat that you can do, because we're going right this time, but it is a lot harder, and it only saves, like, I think a half second. So, okay, good. Door fly. We missed it. We just get speed earlier and fly across the second room. 2. Yep, dwarf fly times 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a shell here, and with Blue Yoshi, I can get wings from it. I'm gonna have to restun it, like, in the middle of the level, which is really sketchy. So hopefully we can get it. Okay, cool. So basically don't want to be running off those platforms because it'll kill my speed completely. Okay, here we go. Cool, we restunned it. You said to spit it out and re-grab it, and if you spit it out at the wrong time, you can't re-grab it, and then you're just screwed. There are some strats where you can like fly on those rafts, which a lot of people do, but I don't even bother learning it. It looks so tricky. Okay, so the reason we keep Yoshi through that level is so we won't have to re-grab Yoshi, and that will save a few seconds keeping Yoshi through that level. Also, it's honestly faster just because you can fly through the whole thing, which you couldn't fly through the whole thing without spin flying. It's complicated. Keeping Yoshi's faster. And hitting that Yoshi block just spawns a 1-up since there's already Yoshi, so that doesn't lose any time at all. I'm not sure if it loses any lag frames or not. I don't think it does. So bonk here. I've started doing this strat today where you fly under instead. I used to fly over, which is slightly slower just because you'll bonk. Okay, we're good. Cool. I didn't want to bonk off that Koopa because it throws me off a little bit. Whatever. Eat there. If you just fly right there, you'll always go under this Koopa. It's a pretty simple strat I found. And you want to float when you run off that pipe so you don't get stuck in that hole and lose all your speed. We're just keeping Yoshi through this level for safety, which I do in runs anyways. It doesn't lose any time, and it's safer. Okay, cool. But we'll ditch him. Okay, so this level's really fun, really scary, and it's got Kamek, so it's not a good level. Not really. This is a pretty cool level. It's kind of some tight flying at the beginning. I just did left-right just to make sure I didn't bonk. You don't want to like hit any of those things because you'll deboost through them. Okay, scrolling left here. Again, just manipulate pencils. I don't know what these things are. Ah, we messed up a little bit. Okay, well, I'm just gonna kill your crap. Okay, I messed up the flight at the beginning. This might be a gold. I'm gonna go for the fast kill here. Maybe gold. Ah, nope. Yeah, that wasn't quite a gold. Not sure if we could have actually golded that with the fast kill. I don't know. It was a good split, except for Lemmy. Lemmy was bad. I mean, not Lemmy, Larry. It wasn't even that terrible. Just we messed up. Second room. Yo, Mr. Shost. I can't pronounce anything. Dude, thanks for the raid. That was the stream. Too many Fs. Too many Fs. Okay, I don't think anyone donated $10 for a sandbar clip, but can't PB this run anyways, and we can get a pretty legit gold with it, so why not go for it? You know. Sub 130 was my goal for this, and even if we die here, we can still get sub 130 pretty simply, so. Yeah, we got it. Woo. It's a 2-frame window. And then you still save the cycle after that, which is some really tight gaps you have to fly through there. That was sick, dude. I'm really happy we got that. It feels a lot easier than no cape. I know it's like not We're saving the cyclist at least, but like the actual clip just feels so much easier in no cape. It's probably because you don't float after it, so that probably just makes it easier. Just ducking through there so we can enter the pipe slightly earlier. Okay, I'm gonna use a new strat that I found the other day for this VOB fort coming up. So basically, there's a crusher, and you can make it. There's a tight flight you have to do through it to actually do a crusher skip, like kind of like Windy, but without the deboost in a way. But I realized if you scroll right, it spawns quicker, so you don't actually have to. Well, it makes the gap a little bigger. It actually is faster, or it would be faster, but it doesn't save any time just because the scroll loses time. But it breaks about even. I've done some like not like superficial timing, but I've done some like rough sketches. I guess is the only scroll. Oh, I couldn't scroll. Oh no. I don't know why I wasn't scrolling. That was annoying. That pisses me off. I don't know why that wasn't scrolling. Whatever. At least we got sandbar. I consider this a win. Okay, I'll try and scroll again. See if I can actually just press. I don't think I was pressing it down all the way because I was trying not to fall down and die either. The thing is, when you're scrolling, you have to let go of all inputs for it to scroll. There we go. There we go. Boom. So, just makes that so much easier. And it gets that fireball out of the way, because that fireball can sometimes get in your way at the end. Hey, we have 77 viewers. Coincidence? Yeah, probably. Okay, we can still sub 130 this. That was my goal. So, my goal was sub 130, so we can still definitely get this. Hey there. Okay. Ooh, okay. We can do it. We can do it. I believe. Do you guys believe in the sub 130? I believe in the sub 130. Yeah, we can do this. Actually, I don't even know. Might be possible. Time ends when Princess Peach appears, and I'll give you guys a heads up a few seconds before she appears. Okay, so we want to have one Mecha Koopa left to do a skip a ball, because he'll drop these 2 bowling balls. We can skip him dropping one of them, because basically we throw a Mecha Koopa at him on when he would do the bowling ball dropping animation, and that will skip that whole thing, basically. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay, cool, we got it. Basically, when he stops moving, you hit him before he drops the bowling ball, and that will be ball skip. Okay, nice. Time ends when Peach appears in like 2 seconds. So, time. Nice. 129.50. You know what? That would have been like, we lost nearly 2.5 minutes in World 3. If we didn't lose all that time, we would have been like 20 seconds off my PB probably. So yeah, I'm happy with that run, except for that World 3. That was a really solid run. Sub 130 was my goal there, and so we got sub 130, so Happy about that. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Deathline, am I good to end stream? Yeah. Also, one thing, if anyone's interested in learning this game, just DM me on Discord. I can teach you some basic stuff. I can also give you the link to the Super Mario World Discord, which has nearly 1,000 people who actively run the game. Or maybe not actively, but probably a good 500 people who actively run the game. And who, the best of the best are in there, and they can teach you stuff. So if you're interested